everybody, and welcome to today's video. In this video, I am going to be doing a 5-month postpartum update and a little 5-month update for Wesley. He's actually 5 months today. You guys will get to see this video tomorrow, but it is Tuesday, July 27th when I'm filming this. I do have some notes here on my laptop that I'm going to be looking at, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. And I do just want to go ahead and do a little disclaimer right now too. A lot of the stuff I'm going to talk about is a little bit more like girl talk, so if you're not comfortable with that, you can just go ahead and skip this video, and I'll go ahead and leave a bunch of my other videos down below, and I'll link some here at the top that you guys can watch instead if you would like. Okay, so I was originally going to do a 4-month postpartum update, but so many things happened in that month 4, and pretty soon it was just 5 months. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this update now, but I am gonna talk about the first couple of months starting around month 3, 4, and now 5. I will also go ahead and link my last postpartum update here so you guys can go ahead and see that if you'd like to check that out before this one or after this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little update on Wesley first so you guys can know all of the little things about him. He's actually taking a nap right now. Here he is. And I'm just gonna talk about the couple of things that are new with him, and then we'll get into what's new with me. So we did transition him to a sleep sack, as it wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be. So we originally had him in the swaddle with his arms down, and then we went to one with his arms up, but the arms were still covered, and now he's officially transitioned to a sleep sack. We did that over the course of a little bit of time, and now that he is almost rolling, he did roll for the first time on the 25th. So that was really exciting just a couple days ago, and he rolled from back to his tummy, which was really awesome. So he is rolling now, and he is also sleeping on his side throughout the night. I woke up a couple times last night to check on him, and I could see in the monitor that he was laying on his side. So really cool, lots of progress there. He can bring toys to his mouth. He's holding them with both hands. He can see things if you bring your finger close to his nose or a toy close to his nose. He kind of goes a little cross-eyed and can see things close and far away like that. He has really good range of motion in his neck and can see things like over his head. He'll go like that. And he's just overall so stinking cute. He is also starting purees. So we decided to do a combo of the baby-led weaning and purees, and pretty much what that means is we're just doing purees. But we started those just a couple weeks ago, and we started out really slow. We've also done, I'll put a picture of here of what they look like, but it looks kind of like a binky, but it has little holes on the end, and so we'll put fruit and different things in there that he can kind of munch on and learn to like suck on it and taste the different flavors and textures. So far we have done watermelon, apricots, banana, sweet potato, sweet carrot, and I think that's all of the ones. Oh, and apple. We've done like an applesauce, and he's loved all of them so far. He's figuring out how to open his mouth for a spoon, and he watches us every time we eat or drink anything. He always will kind of go like and open his mouth towards our straws or our spoons or whatever we're eating. So that's been really cool to see that progress there and see him be really interested in food. As far as sleep goes, I think we're almost on the tail end of that 4-month sleep progression. He's doing really well and sleeping through the night. It's just those early waking hours. He usually wakes up around 5 and then kind of fusses until we go to get up. We do have to go in there a couple times and put a binky back in, or sometimes hold him to get him to go to sleep a little bit longer. But he is sleeping from 10 p.m. when we do a dream feed until about 5 a.m., which is an awesome stretch of time. We're also still working on naps. Naps are a little bit hard. We're still at about 30-minute naps, and he's having about 4 naps a day. He is really good once he gets to sleep though, so he'll probably sleep for about 30 minutes and it'll be pretty solid sleep. But then after that, he doesn't really go back to sleep unless we go in there and hold him. He is also playing really good. He reaches for toys around him, and he'll sit up in his activity center. He's realizing he can kind of stand up in there and balance himself, which is really fun to see. And then we've been practicing carrying him around in the baby Bjorn as well, which he really seems to like. He can hold his head up really good, and he is a little wobbly still, but he's doing an awesome job, and we're still working on that. Okay, so I think that's kind of everything on Wesley. He's so cute. I kind of do more updates in the vlogs as things happen as well too. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of that day-to-day things that we're doing, you can check out my vlogs as well. Okay, so as far as myself, I have a lot of things to share with you guys. So many things happened in month 4. So first of all, I want to talk about postpartum hair loss. So from about the time I was like 12 weeks pregnant, I noticed my hair getting really thick and really strong, and I wasn't losing a ton of it when I would brush it or in the shower. And that lasted until about 3 months postpartum, maybe 3.5 months postpartum. And then at about that 4-month mark, I really started to notice more hair loss, especially when I was brushing my hair, or if I go like this and I'll pull my hair, I'll get a ton of chunks out, or in the shower. So, and I'm not sure if it's just I'm noticing it more compared to not having any hair loss with the pregnancy hormones, but it seems like a lot compared to that. It's not, I don't have too much damage or anything in my hair, so that's really nice. So I'm pretty sure it's just that postpartum hair loss. Another update I want to share with you guys is about exercise. So I have been exercising here and there. We go to the gym when we can. I have been doing really good at biking. We've been biking and walking and doing little weightlifting exercises. I have not tried running for a long period of time. I know I can run because I've jogged here and there, but I haven't run for like a long period of time. I did do an ab workout the other day. So I had done a couple of just basic like crunches and more body weight type exercises for my ab workout, and I didn't have any problem with that. And then I added some additional weight into my exercises, and I noticed a little bit more pain, and I was a lot more tired after. It's just working on building up that strength again and making sure that I am using those muscles properly and using my whole core instead of just using those outside muscles. So I'm still gonna keep working on that and see if I can get some more progress there, and I'm sure that will help me get back into running, is having that strong core. Another update I wanna share with you guys is just a small breastfeeding update. I know you guys know how challenging breastfeeding was for me, and I have a whole video on my breastfeeding, what we do for our breastfeeding daily, like a feed with me. So I'll go ahead and link that here so you guys can check that out. But as far as my breastfeeding update, my milk has regulated. I am able to go all the way through the night without pumping. Wesley doesn't struggle too much with the flow unless I have a ton of milk like overnight. So in the morning I try to feed on the side that doesn't have the heavier letdown so that he can eat a little bit better. And then for the dream feed, when he's really tired, I do feed on the side that has the heavier letdown, since he isn't as aware and he can eat a little bit better on that side. He's a little bit more sleepy. So that's been really nice to be able to have that regulate. I can now pretty much go anywhere and feed in public, which is really nice. I do occasionally take a pump with me just in case. And then I will talk more about my donating milk process in a video that I have that's specifically about donating milk. So you guys will get to see that as well coming up soon. And then just a couple more things I want to update you guys on. So I did actually end up starting my period. I didn't think it would come back that quickly. I kind of thought I would be somebody who would have a little bit longer until my period came back. I know lots of people have their period come back right away, but mine didn't. So mine came back about a couple weeks ago. So about 4.5 months postpartum is when it came back. It was very light, and it was still about 4 days or 5 days, which is about what it normally is, but it was incredibly light. And I have heard that usually they're very irregular too. So we'll see when the next one is. Hopefully it's a little bit more regular, but I was very surprised to see it come back. And I didn't quite know it was going to come back. And so I was kind of sick a couple days before, and I'm now realizing that that's why I didn't feel well. The other thing I want to update you guys on is I did end up going to the doctor. I had just another doctor's appointment for my yearly checkup, and they checked my scar and they said that everything's looking good there as well. My scar does hurt occasionally sometimes, and I still am working slowly on doing some scar mobilization. It's more of an internal fear that I have to do the scar mobilization. It doesn't actually hurt all that much, but it's just like getting used to touching it and being like afraid of the pain. So it seems to be going okay though, and the scar feels better. There are a couple of times where if I twist a lot, like I went to the chiropractor the other day and they twisted me like this, you know, and then they put the pressure to pop like your back or whatever. And that kind of gave me a little bit of irritation where I was like, oh, I kind of haven't moved quite like that in a while. But that was really interesting. And then as far as my stretch marks, I know you guys had seen some of them in my previous video. They've faded a lot. So I didn't keep up with the vitamin E oil, and I haven't really done pretty much anything else except for just lotion. And that has helped just kind of fade them, I think. And of course, time has helped fade them a lot. But I think if you were to keep up with either like the breast milk or the vitamin E oil, that would help. I do still take the collagen. We have collagen in our smoothie almost every morning, and I think that that has helped with my recovery as well. Okay, so there's one more thing that I kind of feel like I want to update you guys on. I feel like this is maybe something that people feel but don't necessarily talk about, and so I kind of want to address it here and see if maybe anybody else feels this way. Something that I have felt a lot lately is that I kind of want to be done with this whole postpartum thing. I know that sounds so weird, and this originally started around like 3.5, 4 months, closer to 4 months postpartum is when I really started to feel this, and that's why I wanted to do a postpartum update. It's because I just kind of wanted to talk about the fact that I know lots of times they say it's okay to not be ready to jump back into your normal life, and it's okay to just let things happen as they happen, and society tells us that we need to just be normal again. But it is also okay to just feel like you just want to be normal. I think I just don't want to be like labeled as postpartum anymore, and I just want to be back to my normal self. I just want to be a mom. I don't want to be worried about my scar anymore, or worried about my body or postpartum or any of those types of issues that I had previously. And I don't know if that's just because of my birth experience and that I kind of just want that to be gone and over with, but I do feel that a lot right now as well. It is getting a little bit better, but I had it really bad at that 4-month mark, and through the 4th month, I just kind of wanted to be done with all the postpartum stuff, and I was just ready to move on and start filming more things that were just mom related. Like I didn't want to film my hospital bag video, which I still haven't filmed because I didn't want to. I just kind of wanted to be done with a lot of that postpartum stuff. So if you're feeling that way, that's totally normal. I mean, at least for me, that's normal. That's what I felt, and I'm sure there are lots of other people that feel that way too. If you're not feeling that way, that's okay too, and it's okay to feel like you need more time to get back to normal and to feel like you need more time to heal. So anyways, that is my postpartum update. I'll go ahead and put a cute picture of Wesley right here for his 5-month. I'll also post it on Instagram, and I'm gonna do a little Instagram photo update of him today probably. So go ahead and go to my Instagram and check that out. It should be up there on my story, and I'll save it as a highlight as well. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye.